A steer aside. Finished check by Trimborn. D to D from Parr to Johnson. Shot and a kick save and a rebound and a score! Tyler Trimborn off the initial save. Buries for Omaha at 7:07 and ties this contest on a power play goal. So Tyler Trimborn lights the lamp. And Omaha's right back into this.
Great power play goal there. They came together in that man advantage.
Trimborn, son of former Omaha Lancer Tony Trimborn. Puck's down. KC wins it back. They'll move it up. Down to the Omaha zone. They go D to D. From 21, Betts. He moves it up into neutral ice. Offside. At the blue line as Trashinsky goes a little east-west while the defender had already crossed his own defenseman. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice zone. Puck is down. Omaha dumps it in. Timmy Johnson on the forecheck along with Trashinsky. Laid back low. They move it up the half wall. Omaha able to, well, they try to keep it in, but here out they come, the Jets. Puck is loose and a backhand shot careens off the back wall behind the Omaha cage and ends up at the left point. Now moving down the half wall and a shot from the dot and a save by Schramm. Scores tied at 1. 6:22 left in this first period. We're here for a 2-game set. We'll have games tomorrow morning as well.
Varsity game coming up after this one at 5:10.
On the tap, Trimborn picks it up. He comes into the Jets zone, turned over, picked up by Duke. Duke lays it into the Omaha zone where Sinnott will have it. He'll come behind his cage, stop. Moves it up the half wall in a chip transition there. Can't find the handle. Despirito now back on it. He'll pick it up behind his net. Leaves it up for Trimborn. Trimborn tries to dish it and right back in. You know, Mike, I'm noticing on the breakout here we're missing that weak side wing. And he's there. We don't see him. Shot from the point, and we have a first penalty call. Looks like number 11, Braden Duke, is going to go off. He'll probably end up with a cross-checking call on this as he got a little bit high on that Omaha defender. Cross-check, or excuse me, interference is the call. 2-minute minor for interference on KC's number 11, Braden Duke. This will give Omaha their second power play of this first period. KC almost called with a too many men infraction as they had 6 men on at the drop. Puck comes back in the Omaha zone. Parr picks it up. He's looking to dish it. Bumps it over to Johnson. Johnson leaves it for Trimborn in his feet, and he has some pressure there. Johnson reels the puck in and lays it into the KC Jets zone. Trying to keep the puck in the zone is Sinnott, and the Jets come out. Nice hit by Trimborn with a finished check in open ice. Parr comes in. He goes cross ice. A big hit by number 51, Omaha's Chubb. Physical player. Omaha having a hard time finding the handle here. Despirito now. He'll gain the red line and dump it in. Can't get it deep. And KC lost it, and the puck is out of play. This will result in a face-off back down into the Jets' end. Just to the blocker side of Colby Blendon. Coleman on the tap. He'll be flanked by number 19, Trushinsky, on the left wing half wall. Puck is still loose at the dot. Comes back to the point, held in by Spence. Trushinsky now has it. He needs some support. Puck goes into the corner where Chubb will gain the handle. He'll take a look. He's looking to move it up to Trushinsky. Back to Chubb. Back to Trushinsky. On a give and go. And they can't initiate the give and go. And the puck is redirected back into the Omaha zone on a clear. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. 3:55 left in this first period. Chubb, cross ice to Despirito. He'll take a look. He gains the red line. Takes a shot high over the net. Comes over to the left wing corner where Trushinsky will pick it up. He's looking to dish it. He'll leave it back. Chubb plays it out of the corner. Back to Trushinsky. For Chubb. And a shot at point blank range and a great save by Colby Blendon. That will end the man advantage. Teams are at full strength now with 3:28 left in this first period. Omaha changing personnel group. Trimborn in on the draw. He's flanked by Andrew Ferguson. It's rimmed around. And the Jets go weak side to number 9. He comes in. He's at the dots. A shot and a save by Schramm off Tyler Stockwell's stick. Played into the corner. Given out. Nice move by Trimborn. He gains the red line. He tries to get the puck into the zone, and it's slapped in by Sinnott. Played around. KC will gain. Well, we thought they were going to gain neutral ice. Dumped back in by Omaha. Moved up the half wall. Spence has it. He has a nice escape move, and he's got ice in front of him. Gains the red line, trying to backhand it into the zone. Played behind the net by KC's number 24, William Bigar. Stand-up play by Spence as he takes out number 14, Luke Steiner. Puck's down low. Chubb has it now. Gets to his forehand, leaves it low. Leaves it up front in the middle. And a cover-up by Blendon. 2:07 left in the first. Omaha's been bit by the injury bug so far this season. Some of our quality players going down to various injuries, and KC comes out with a puck, creating a 2-on-1. Weak side forward, number 16, and just out of his reach on a cross-ice pass on a 2-on-1. To the point, 35, gets a shot. That's Mahoney. Back to the point. They'll leave it into the far corner it goes. Trimborn will pick it up. He makes a nice turn and finds ice. Comes out into neutral ice, gains the red line. One man to beat, gets to his forehand, and bumped off the puck on a great play by KC's number 28, Ryan Graven, on a great defensive play. Takes Trimborn off the puck. Puck will come back in the Omaha zone. Right, icing is a call, and teams will change personnel groups. This will come down into the KC Jets zone. Omaha's right wing dot. On the tap is Coleman. Puck's down. KC tries to win it out. Parr moves it up in neutral ice. Coleman tries to get it into the zone. KC indirects it. Little back and forth in neutral ice. KC's able to dump it in, and on the chase is Deledy. Puck's left out front, picked up. Out of the zone comes Andrew Ferguson. He comes down and leaves it across ice into the slot area, but good defense by KC blocks the and thwarts the effort for a scoring opportunity. Parr comes back. He'll use his cage. He escapes and directs a pass out of the corner. KC picks it up. Number 11, Duke, lays it in. Coleman leaves it back for Omaha's Betts. Betts plays it over to Parr, back around the other half wall. Omaha trying to muster a breakout here. Ferguson leaves it up for Coleman. Coleman gains the red line. He backhands it, tries to get it low. We'll have a penalty here. Number 11, Braden Duke, going off on a 2-minute minor for tripping. And Omaha will have their, I believe this is their third power play in the first period with 12.9 seconds remaining. Johnson on the tap. Puck's down. Parr has it. Stretches back. Shot. And a save by Blendon. Back to the point. Barnes tries to keep it in and can't get it low enough, and that ends the first period of play. Scores knotted at 1-1. Omaha has 1:48 left on the power play advantage. We'll be back momentarily. Stick with us. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
It's practice. Those guys are zooming around 100 miles an hour, and I'm out there like I should have one of those things I should be pushing around. Like when it starts going like that, you know where the old man is? I'm on the bench. You know, got no helmet. Don't have a whole lot left up here, but what I got, I want to keep. You know.
So what did we decide?
Got it down?
Second period action getting ready to take place here in the JV game. Puck's down. Omaha wins the tap back. Spence has it. He escapes. Backhands the neutral. Indirect pass into neutral ice. Chubb's coming on it. KC able to reel it in, and they will send it out of the zone. Omaha with 1:31 left on the man advantage, and they having trouble getting out of their end. Spence comes in, gets to the dot, or the face-off circle, leaves it up front, a shot, and a save by Blendon. Another opportunity as Omaha lays the puck into the paint area. Back to the point. Spence has it. He'll go D to DeSpirito. DeSpirito with a shot and a glove save by Colby Blendon. 1:04 left in the man advantage. This face-off will be at Omaha's right wing dot. Timmy Johnson on the tap, Lucas Parr to his flank, and Nate Sennett on the opposite stack D. Puck is down. One back to Parr. Parr leaves it down the right wing half wall, where Knapp plays it. He's stripped away and backhanded on a clear. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Johnson picks it up. He's got pressure. Lucas Parr back to Johnson. Johnson back to Parr. Parr goes cross ice into the skates of Trimborn into neutral ice. Knapp, he tries to handle it. Sennett comes in. He's looking at that dot. He dishes it off to Trimborn and just out of his reach as he was in on Blendon. 19 seconds left into the zone. Knapp to Sennett. Vita picks it up. D to D from Parr to Barnes, or to Johnson. And that ends the man advantage. KC with a rush. Comes back into the Omaha zone where Sal Vita will pick it up. He moves it to number 12, Ryan Holmes. He gains neutral ice. Parr intercepts and dumps it back in on goal. Blendon with the stairs side. Back to the point. Omaha able to hold it in as Betts keeps it in. To Coleman. Back to Spence. Spence tries to drive it in. It's knocked down in front, and KC is out. A shot from number 12, Ryan Holmes, and a save by Schramm, and a cover-up, and we'll have a face-off in the Omaha defensive zone. A lot of new faces on this JV team this year. On this face-off will be Carson Coleman in his own defensive zone. KC wins the tap. 14 has it. That's Luke Steiner. And we'll have a stoppage in play. And it looks like Spence is going to come off. And Omaha's number 3, Paul Spence, he'll be off on a 2-minute minor for cross-checking. So Omaha goes on the penalty kill, and this will be Kansas City's first power play man advantage here. 12:18 left in the second period, just underway. On the tap is Ryan Graven. He'll face Tyler Trimborn. Puck is down. KC wins it back to the point. Move down to 28. Back up, he gets to the dot, dishes it for Buonicati. He'll move to the opposite side. Puck is redirected up front and a save by Schramm. Omaha clears it just out into neutral ice. Picked up on the play is Graven. He'll come in with some speed. Tries to get a shot off. It's knocked down in front by Omaha's Betts. Back to the point. Buonicati. He has it. Another redirect opportunity. Buonicati into neutral ice. He'll go cross, and we'll have another whistle. And I believe this will be a hand pass.
I think it was offside, but it may have been.
Was it offside? Pass. Okay. They're going to face it off at the center ice dot.
Yeah, the puck had actually come out of the zone there for a couple of split seconds, and then they took it back in, so.
Coleman wins the tap back to Knapp. Knapp lays it in, right side, off the right wing half wall. He picks it up again, leaves it in. Drops it down. Nolan Dremel picks it up. He's carrying into neutral ice. Crosses the red line, the blue line. We should have an offside. They're delaying the call. Omaha launches it and clears the zone. 50 seconds left on the man advantage for the Jets. Jets will pick up behind their cage. Reedman out with it. into neutral ice over to right wing Luke Steiner. He's coming down the half wall. He's got some pressure from Sinnott. Sinnott tries to rub him off the play. Sinnott wins the puck and clears it the length of the ice. 23 seconds left on the man advantage. Reedman picks it back up, loses the handle behind his cage. He'll come back and retrieve it. He'll come down the left wing side. Over to number 20, Kobe. He'll dish it over to Jacob Hall. He'll play it down to the corner. Back up the left wing half wall. Dishes it out front, and Omaha gains possession. That expires the penalty, and Trimborn comes in. He's looking for some time and some players as they just went off on a personnel change. He dumps it into the zone, and KC transitions out. Intercepted by Parr. Parr lays it back in. Blendon tries to stop it. And Omaha, man off the bench, that's Timmy Johnson, saves that from leaving the zone. Ferguson to Johnson behind the Jets' cage. KC tries to leave it down low. Nice finish check by Timmy Johnson on Ryan Holmes. Johnson picks it up. He gets tripped by Colton Reedman, and that'll result in another power play opportunity for the Omaha Junior Lancers. Can't say they haven't had their chances, Mike.
Plenty of chances. They just got to convert on them as they get them. One for 3 as of right now.
This faceoff will be to Blendon's blocker side with 9:09 left. A 2-minute minor penalty for tripping to the Jets' number 47, Colton Reedman. Puck is down. Bit of a scrum. KC comes up with it, and they will clear. Rocco DeSpirito on the retrieve. He'll use his cage. He'll come out the opposite side, leave it. Omaha goes transition into neutral ice, back to DeSpirito. He tries to get it low in the zone on that left wing corner. DeSpirito still controlling the puck. Leaves it for Trashinsky. Trashinsky flanks the net, and he just misses Coleman. And out comes KC's Braden Duke. Omaha gains the handle in the KC zone, and out of the zone comes Trashinsky. He's poke-checked away by number 2, Carter Eaves. Eaves with great speed and good scoring opportunity, shorthanded. Spence tries to play it behind the Omaha cage to Spence, and directs it back into neutral ice, where Coleman tries to gain the handle. A dish by DeSpirito, stolen away. Omaha having a difficult time of gaining the zone here. 40 seconds left in this man advantage. KC with unrelenting pressure. They've always had a high-pressure penalty kill, and there's a steal, and into the zone goes Carter Eaves. He gets a shot on goal, a save by Schramm, but Omaha's Paul Spence goes off on a 2-minute minor for tripping. DeSpirito comes out to the point. He'll be playing where Spence went off. 4-on-4 right now. Well, it looks like we had coincidental penalties, so number 3, Blake Stockwell for the Jets goes off. Or excuse me, that's Spence's penalty. Oh, Stockwell just comes off now, and now The Jets are at a man advantage. Puck sent the length of the ice. Omaha on the penalty kill. Jets come out. Teska coming down the right wing side, leaves it up the half wall. Trimborn tries to interfere. Back down the wall. Treska to Eaves down low to the point, and they a little too much mustard on that pass, and it ends up down in the Omaha zone, or KC zone on the regroup. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Jacob Hill to Buonaconti. To Graven. Graven walks in, he shoots, and he scores! Little too much room from inside that dot, and you could see it coming. Schramm went down, and he just picked the corner that he wasn't covering on. Kind of got deep in his net, and that resulted in the second goal of the period.
And that's Kansas City's second power play, and they're 1 for 2 now.
They move the puck around pretty well once they get set. They don't seem to have a whole lot of issues on the breakout. However, they're not getting a lot of pressure on the power play breakout. Trimborn on the dot. Sends it back. Spence is out of the box. He takes it. Tries to indirect it into neutral ice. Trushinsky back to Spence. Spence takes a look. He tries to indirect it to Johnson in neutral ice, and it's picked off. The Jets with a shot goes wide of the net, comes to the other side to the point. Jets left wing half wall. Down low. Great play by Trimborn breaking that up. Jets in the corner. Left wing corner played by Buonaconti. Trimborn has it. Stolen away. Spence with a backhand. Can't. Now he gains it out of the zone. We have a 2-on-1. We got Johnson coming down the right wing side. A shot and a save as he had Trushinsky on the left wing side on the weak side post. And Blendon with a great save at the 5:05 mark of the second period. This face-off will be to the glove side of Blendon. Coleman on the dot. Despirito on the right point. Sinnott on the left point. KC comes out with it. 2-on-1. On the back check is Chubb. Does a great job riding off number 16, Nick Peterson. Omaha with back the other direction with a 2-on-1. Coleman. Drop pass, a shot, and a score off the rebound. Omaha's number 87, Carson Coleman, started that play, and he finished it as well.
That was a beauty follow-up by the Omaha player.
Great play.
Coming in the zone. You know, they had that 2-on-1. That got broke up a little bit, and then got that rebound.
4:44 left in the second. Contest is knotted at 2-2. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. Knapp has it. He lays it in. 45 picks it up. Nolan Drimmel. He tries to rim it. Omaha able to keep the puck in the zone. Played from behind the net. Chubb moves it to the point. Sinnott plays it back in. Kansas City out into neutral ice. Chubb tries to make contact with number 20, Quinn Kobe. Puck ends up behind the Omaha cage, and a freeze by Schramm will result in a face-off in the Omaha defensive zone. KC's left wing dot. On the dot for KC is Ryan Graven. He'll face Trimborn. Casey wins the tap. A shot right off the face-off circle. Omaha gains his own. Colton Reedman dumps it back in. Parr picks it up. He stops. He'll go across ice. Trying to find Trimborn is Deledy. Shot, puck still loose. And we have a pileup in front of the Omaha cage. Omaha changing personnel. 3:34 left in the second period. Tie game. Coleman on the face-off dot. With Graven. Omaha wins this tap. Behind the net is Spence. They go D to D and back to Trashinsky. Trashinsky leaves it up for Coleman. KC intercepts and dumps back in. They leave it for Spence. He'll play it from behind his cage. He's got pressure, dishes it backhand to Trashinsky. He tries to gain the zone, puts it into neutral ice, but played back in by number 34, John Teska. Teska over to Graven. Graven tries to find the point, and it comes down into neutral ice where KC will regroup. Poke checked away by 2-on-1 here. Down low to Graven to great play down low. Graven to number 2, Carter Eaves, and a great save by Schramm. Lots of outnumbered situations in this contest, Mike.
You know, that's something that in this preseason that Coach Kinder's been, kind of working with these guys on, and it's a work in progress.
Omaha got overloaded on that left wing half wall in neutral ice, and KC came out on a great 2-on-1 and perfectly executed, but a great save by Schramm off Carter Eaves' stick. Eaves drops it back down low. Bonaconti in the right wing corner. Finished off there by Trimborn. They're able to move it up to the right point. Puck is loose net front. Omaha comes out. They dish it. Boy, the puck handling. Trimborn. He gets a shot in the steer side by Blendon. We'll have another minor penalty here. At the 2:11 mark of the second period, KC Jets number 2, Carter Eaves, goes off on a 2-minute minor for tripping. So Omaha will have their fifth power play advantage. On the tap is Coleman. It's down. KC wins it, but back to Spence. Spence with it, looking for someone to give it to. Lays it in for DeSpirito. Down low, he'll play it behind the Jets cage where it comes out into the corner. Trashinsky plays it back in for Chubb. Chubb back to Trashinsky. He'll get to the circle. He'll pass it up to the point where Spence is. Spence coming down that left half wall. And a turnover. And this will result in a neutral ice opportunity here. A lot of overhandling of the puck, Mike. If we're going to handle a puck, we need to handle it with a purpose.
Yeah, I was
not just to dangle it, just to be dangling it.
I was just thinking that, and then on this power play, we need to shrink that ice a little bit. We've got D too far apart on the pass. You know, one D's looking for the pass across, and he's way too far.
When the offside D sees the strong side D, that offside D has to collapse the zone and move over a little bit. Otherwise, they're 40 feet apart.
Prime for an interception. And
and a breakaway. Yep.
I missed that. Was that a penalty?
Whistle.
51.
Yep, number 51 for the Omaha Junior Lancers. That's Gabe Chubb. He'll go off on a minor penalty.
Cross check.
2-minute minor for cross-checking to Chubb. So teams will be 4-on-4 for 41 seconds. In the neutral ice dot, Johnson gets it, rims it behind the net. Blendon with a stop. He'll leave it for number 6, Joe Bortnick, but he glasses it the length of the ice.
I believe he thought they were still shorthanded.
Yeah.
Not realizing.
So that'll bring it back to the Jets' end. Puck is down. Trimborn wins it back. Parr goes D to Sinnott. He'll come down to the left wing side and lays it into the corner. He'll rag it in that corner. They try to move it back out. Johnson picks it up, leaves it back. No backside support. So KC's Joe Bortnick comes out with it. He'll come into neutral ice, right wing side, gains the blue line. Shot just redirected over the top of the net, and Trimborn has it. He lays it into neutral ice, gets poke checked away at the last moment, and 14 brings it back into the zone, dishes it for 24. So Steiner to Bigger results in a shot that goes over the top of the net, and that ends the second period of play. KC with a man advantage carrying over into the third period. Your score is 2-2 after 2 periods. You're listening and watching the Omaha Hockey Network. We're back at the Jets Arena here, where your score is 2-2 at the end of 2 periods in the junior varsity game, and we're joined here by a prominent Kansas City new resident, and played enough games down here, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
This is my son, Michael Vasakis, who was a remnant of the energy hockey program. He was a year too early to participate in the merger that recreated the Omaha Junior Lancers. But Mike, tell us what you're doing down here and how you like KC.
Yeah, so I graduated recently and took a job down here in Kansas City with Cerner. They're a multinational healthcare technology company. And so I am working there and getting to know Kansas City a little bit better, other than the ice rinks, though I am still here. And I'm loving it down here. It's great to be here.
Well, it's sure good to see you. You've been gone for, 2 months now?
Yeah, I moved down in August, yep.
So what do you think of this game thus far?
It's been competitive. I like to see a lot of back and forth here. It looks like the ice is tilted towards the west end, though. Whoever is down there, that's where the puck is staying. So I don't know what's going on with that. We'll see if Omaha can come out here and keep it down in that end.
Well, at least they're both sharing that west end, so that's a positive.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've been out of hockey for a few years now. Do you still play? Do you still have a yearning for it? What do you miss the most about it?
Certainly the competitiveness and the camaraderie, the interactions with the teammates. That's all. It's like a family, and so I certainly miss that. I would tell these boys to enjoy the competitive aspect as long as they can, because beer league just isn't quite this. Is not the same.
So you played with, obviously, Coach Harehill.
I did, yeah.
And, you guys played together. Any stories you can tell us that appropriate stories that you can tell us about coaching you?
My favorite Harehill story is probably it was in a preseason game, much like this one, in Cedar Rapids, where I was involved in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, and Nick attempted to come to my rescue, and after my helmet got taken off, and there was a bit of a tussle there, and I got 5 minutes. Nick got kicked out of the game. Yeah, I don't think he threw a single punch, but he was out of there.
But A for effort.
Yes, yeah. I was happy to have him in my corner.
Well, we'll be right back with third period action. We've been talking here with my son, Michael, and he's a new KC resident here, and he's here for these games. He'll probably be with us tomorrow morning as well. Mike, thanks for sitting in a little bit with us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KCIC Center, and for Period 3 action of Midwest High School Hockey preseason hockey here, Mike, with Omaha Junior Lancer JV and the Kansas City Jets JV. First two periods in the books, 2-2 tie. Omaha's finishing a kill here, Gabe Chubb. That's Omaha's fourth penalty. I think that's talking to Melinda here a little bit, and I think if it's figured out right, that's 2 to Chubb and 2 to Spence.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
So
I couldn't remember off the top of my head, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, these two teams played last weekend in Omaha in a preseason game, and Kansas City ran away with it 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
Much better played game so far today, and there's some things that this Omaha team still needs to work on, but they've definitely stepped up their game a little bit going into this weekend's action.
Absolutely. We noted a few things, and off air we've talked about a few things, but they're not things they're not systemic terminal problems. They're problems that can be easily fixed, and the kids, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and like I said, this is the last two games of our preseason this weekend, and then once we get into regular season, we'll see how this team develops, and we're looking for good things.
Absolutely, and I just flashed up before we came back in the air our 2019-20 schedule, and we'll be opening the season up in Quad Cities against two very good teams in their varsity and JV program.
Probably one of the oldest teams in the league.
For the varsity, for sure, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. So that game there, I think you will be able to catch us on the Blues Network. And there's a link on our website to that as well.
And we'll touch base on that more as the time comes. KC wins the tap. They've entered the Omaha zone. And from the point, a shot by Buonacante, and it's steered aside by Schramm. Played behind the cage is number 2, Carter Eaves. He'll dish it. They go point D to D. A shot, and it's another save by Schramm off the stick of number 44, Carson Baker. 40 seconds left on the penalty to Omaha's 51, Chubb. And this faceoff will be KC's right wing dot. Number 28 on the tap, Ryan Graven. He'll face Timmy Johnson. Puck's down, moved across. Kansas City wraps it into the Omaha zone. Traverses sides to the left wing corner, and in comes. That's 28. He's a crafty little player, that Ryan Graven. And a shot and a steer aside by Schramm. We'll have another whistle and stoppage and play. 22 seconds left on the man advantage.
Yeah, this Kansas City JV team has a trio of freshmen that are pretty darn good coming into the team from their Bantam AA this past year. 224, and I can't remember the other player name, but I think last weekend they were all playing on the same line. So it's something, a line that every team in the league needs to keep an eye on.
Well, we've seen in preseason the great performance by the Coleman, Chubb, and Trashinsky line. And I think they've been together a couple times in this game. Puck's drawn back by the Junior Lancers. It's picked off and put back in by the Jets. They go to the point. Buonacante over to Graven, back on a give and go, on a perfectly executed give and go, and a steer aside by Schramm. 2 seconds left on the man advantage. From the point, shot, Buonacante, kick save by Schramm. And teams are at even strength. Graven again moves it over. Another shot from Buonacante. Omaha trying to gain control of this puck. Out to Chubb, hits the netting, and this will be a stoppage in play. KC loaded with crafty players. Talked to Coach Emmons in pregame, and I told him, I says, Gary, it looks like your Jets are back this year, and he says, it sure does. And so he's a good coach. He knows what he's got.
Well, and they've had a rough few. Another JV program, but the varsity's had a rough couple of seasons, and they're pretty darn good.
Programs like this, are always at the top or near the top. In they come. Shot and a save. As that's number 14, Luke Steiner gets in. Omaha reeling to get out of the zone here. They tap it into neutral ice. On the retrieve is number 26, Sal Vida. Vida plays it up. Stockwell lays it in. Trushinsky now has it. He leaves it at the feet of, and it's stolen away in a shot. Steer aside by Schramm on a turnover deep in the zone. KC right now with control of this puck. Vida comes in, shot wide, picked up on the half wall by Stockwell. Cross ice pass, touched by Andrew Ferguson. Coleman able to keep it in. KC indirects it. This will result in an icing call at the 12-minute mark. 2-2's your score. This puck will come back down into the KC defensive zone for faceoff. DeSpirito on the left point. Spence on the right. Trimborn on the dot. He'll be flanked by Ferguson and Deleedy. Omaha wins a tap, comes back to the point. DeSpirito tries to put it back in, and he'll indirect it. Omaha's offside. They got a tag up. Indirect pass into neutral ice from the Jets. They try to leave it weak side. And now taken over by Trimborn. He'll make a move at the blue line, but he'll dish it out into neutral ice. And the Jets rim it back in. Picked up behind the cage by Spence. Puck is still loose. Puck squirts out and picked up by Omaha. DeSpirito leaves it. And now on the stick of Trimborn, he comes into neutral ice. He's 1-on-2. He's got no support. He's poke-checked away at the blue line, where Knapp tries to gather it, and he's poke-checked away by Buonacani. He'll come in. Shot, kick, save by Schramm. Another shot and a cover-up by Schramm down low. And this will result in a defensive zone face-off for the Lancers.
Yeah, one thing that we're seeing here by this Omaha team is they need to be a little stronger on their sticks. You know, as they were coming through neutral zone to get out of their end, you know, just a couple of stick taps instead of being strong on the stick and getting it out.
Puck is down. KC wins a tap back to the point. Shot from the point by Charlie Mahoney. Goes into the right wing corner. Omaha plays it out into neutral ice. Pressured by Chubb. They dump it back in. Sinnott gathers it. He'll go D to D to Parr. Parr gains the zone. He's got good speed. Coming down the left wing side. Gets poke-checked away. Still battling for the puck. Comes down to the left wing corner. Played by number 6, Joe Bortnick. He dishes it. Cross back to Mahoney. Mahoney tries to play it up the half wall, and it's put back in by the junior Lancers. Stolen away behind the KC cage on the back wall is Joe Bortnick. He tries to play it up that left wing side, and it's stolen away by Omaha. And a shot is redirected, and the puck leaves the playing surface. Both teams changing personnel, and this faceoff will result on the dot right wing side. KC defensive zone. Trimborn on the dot. Puck is down. Omaha chips it. KC comes up with it. They win that tap. Shot from number 24, William Bigar, and a save by Schramm. KC seems to have a little more jump.
A little bit.
Stockwell wins the tap back to the point. Gets knocked down. Nice block by Trushinsky. Puck is still loose. KC controlling. Knocked down in front. We have a stoppage in play. Trimborn on the dot. He'll face Stockwell again. This will be KC's left wing faceoff circle in the Omaha defensive zone. Puck is down. Back to KC. They win that tap. 45 tries to launch it. Steered away off a Dremel's stick and played into the left wing corner. Played down low. Spence, no backside support. So KC controls. This looks like a power play. Shot and a backhand by number 24, William Begar from the point. Results in the third goal at 9:31 left in this third period. Good control by the Jets in the Omaha zone. The line of Coleman, Chubb, and Knapp. Despirito and Parr on D. Puck is down. The face-off wins have severely decreased in this third period, Mike.
Yeah, it's like they're gassed out there.
Chubb leaves it in.
Just not as sharp as they were in the first two.
Coming around the corner is Knapp. He's trying to control the puck. Leaves it back deep for Chubb. From the point, Despirito with a shot, and he scores! Rocco Despirito from the left wing point launches a shot and beats Blendon to tie the game. And hasn't it been that way the whole game?
It has. Did he ramp that on himself?
I think he did, yeah.
Gosh. Because it didn't look like that even had enough muster to get through. And then next thing you know, it's in the top corner.
See, now if we had our instant replay, we could take a look at that.
Maybe soon. Maybe soon.
So the score is tied 3-3. KC scores, Omaha answers back. That's how it's been this game. The Jets win that draw, and they're able to dump it into the Omaha zone where Lucas Parr will gather it in. He'll come out the opposite side. He's got speed. He'll use it. He's going to crank the legs up. He gets to the blue line. A shot, and it's knocked down in front. Left, down low, and a shot, and a save by Blendon.
When Lucas takes that rush, he needs to get a little support up with him, and because he's going to take that shot, and there's going to be a puck laying there or a rebound, and they see him go, and they let him go.
It's hard to keep up with.
Well, I know, but if you're trailing, you should be there.
Pretty speedy player, but there's a lot of speedy players on this Jets team too. So puck's down low, played behind the Jets cage. Trashinsky now has it. He's got pressure. They leave it up front. Indirect pass into the neutral ice zone, but Omaha able to gather it, and they dump it back in. Jets have to go D to D in their zone and regroup. Puck's moved over to number 11, Braden Duke. Duke tries to leave it. They move up the right wing half wall. Still controlling. Now Sinnott has it. He gains neutral ice. Oh, and he gets rocked in neutral ice by number 11, Braden Duke. Coming down the right wing half wall is number 34, John Teska. He'll lob it in. Parr plays it up. Omaha just can't gain the handle here. They'll go weak side. Spence has it. He'll gain the red line. He'll try to get it deep. On the forecheck is number 6, Joe Bortnick. He'll leave it up for 37, Jacob Hall, and he'll go cross ice to number 12, Ryan Holmes. KC back into their own end, regrouping. They could have had a quick up there. They took a little time in that regroup. Forced off the play is number 37, Jacob Hall, by Spence. Galiti now has it. He'll use his cage. Moves it over to the half wall. Tries to chip it out. And a stoppage in play. This will result in a face-off just outside the Omaha defensive blue line. KC's left wing dot. Coleman on the tap. He'll face Stockwell. Omaha wins it back, but they gain neutral ice. Jets able to regroup, and Mahoney launches it into the Omaha zone. Stockwell trying to play it. He's got pressure, and Omaha able to gain that neutral ice zone with a little force by Ferguson there. KC coming in the Omaha zone. They'll drop pass it. And a shot and a kick save by Schramm. KC playing behind the Omaha cage. Shot from point blank and a steer dive by Schramm. Stockwell picks it up. He'll backhand it down low on cycle. Back to Stockwell. Puck's left in the right wing corner. They try to freeze it along the half wall. It's pulled free. Parr has it, and he's just going to loft it to get a line change. Little out of gas on that end of that shift. 6 minutes left in this third. 3-3's your score. Face off in the Omaha defensive zone. Bonicatti out of the dot. He'll face Trimborn, left wing face-off circle for the KC Jets, flanked by number 45, Nolan Dremel on the left D, and number 26, Sal Vida on the right side. Little clarification by the referee to Coach Kinder. And we're ready for this draw. Tap is down. KC wins it. They try to find that right wing corner, where it's played up by Chubb. Back down low to DeSpirito. Bonicatti comes out, loose puck, and a backhand right in front of the net as number 14 sweeps in. Luke Steiner comes across the net and finds a hole and backhands it in at the 5:41 mark to take the lead 4-3.
Crazy turn of events. Maybe they'll come back and pop another one in. That's kind of how it's been.
We can only hope so, because this period's been pretty predominantly in the defensive zone here.
Right, yeah. Kansas City has dominated this third period by far.
Puck is down. Kansas City with another face-off win. I don't think Omaha's won a face-off in this third period. They're coming back into the zone. The goal scorer, number 14, leaves it behind the net. They'll go back to the point. From the top of the circle, a shot and a knockdown. Omaha trying to gain the zone. KC on a line change. Omaha will pick it up. DeSpirito has it. Lots of turnovers. Johnson has it. He'll leave it up for Trushinsky. Try to move it up the half wall. They'll go cross ice. Omaha not able to keep it in. Coleman has it. They tag up. He'll launch it. It'll rim. Timmy Johnson could get there. Shot from the point by Sinnott. Steer aside by Blendon. Forechecking pressure needs to come up a notch here for OJL. KC chips out. 2-on-1, weak sider. Number 16. Loose puck. Steered aside by Trimborn. Nick Peterson on that weak side post was wide open. Loose puck. Did you notice that, Mike? That was tit for tat. He didn't call the first one, so he certainly wasn't going to call the second one.
No doubt. Letting them play.
And icing's your call. This will come back down in the Omaha zone. 3:43 left in this game. Omaha desperately needs a goal to tie this and get back in it. Matt Bonicatti against Coleman. And right off the face-off dot, a shot goes wide by Brandon Duke. Coleman headmans it into the open. Victor Knapp, a shot and a save on a breakaway opportunity. Napper, one of the members of the Good Hands people here with OJL. Isn't that an insurance term?
Good Hands people.
Kansas City comes out after the face-off. Attempted rub out there by Spence. KC with the puck in the Omaha zone. They go to the point. From the point, 47 launches a shot in a steer side off the stick of Colton Reedman. Schramm with a save. Played up the half wall, just feeding the points. We're not being poised with the puck right now. We're just kind of throwing it around. Omaha's out. Napper comes down the right wing side. He's trying to gain some momentum and some speed. Comes around the base of circle. Nice play by the KC defender, Reedman, to separate Knapp from the puck. Parr at the point, trying to get it low. Johnson with some pressure. 2:19 left. Probably going to be time to think about pulling the netminder. Omaha's got to get this puck low in the KC zone. Whistle and stoppage of play.
Coach Kinder's calling a timeout here. 2:05 left in this third frame. He'll talk it over with the boys on what he wants to do, and Coach Green looks like he may be drawing something up for them. That faceoff's going to be out in neutral ice, so it's all what you do with it and what you don't do with it. If you win the draw or don't win the draw.
Well, you know what? I'm just being honest here. I haven't seen a face-off win, maybe one or two in this third period, if that. And so they have to win this draw and get the puck low in order to pull Schramm.
They're having fun.
Mr. Mercier is having a good old time over there in the penalty box. Okay, so this neutralized faceoff will be KC's left wing dot, just to the neutralized side of the Omaha defensive blue line. Timmy Johnson on the faceoff. He'll be up against Graven. Puck is down. Well, Omaha doesn't win the draw, but Tony Trimborn comes up with a puck. A shot from the circle and a save by Blendon on a great opportunity. Now the Coach Kinder's going to pull Schramm up, get ready to pull him out. These draws are all important right now. Puck is down. Omaha wins a tap. Shot and a takeaway right off the shot of Sinnott. Sinnott gathers it. As Ebbs brought it down to the zone, we thought for a moment there he might be in alone. Omaha's got to move this puck. KC just content to throw it back in the Omaha's end and try to let him regroup as time is ticking away. 1:15 left. Trimborn has it. He comes down, tries to lay it deep. Kept in by Johnson. Schramm should be leaving the net right now. Omaha trying to keep the puck in the zone. Got to get it deeper. There we go. KC launches it back in, 47 seconds left. Parr picks it up. He'll come out with some speed. Stolen away. Trimborn has it. 36 seconds left. Down into the corner, the right wing side. Trimborn plays it. KC's loose out front. A backhand shot steered away by Schramm. Picked up by Johnson. Trimborn has it. 6 seconds left. This will end this contest. Too little, too late. Schramm just came off, and that ends this game with a score of 4-3 as the KC Jets. And we got a little rough stuff going down in the KC end. Little face rubbing as Tony Trimborn. Yeah, Tony Trimborn was involved in a lot of face rubbing, if I recall correctly. But his son Tyler was left alone down there, and everything's no harm, no foul. Everything's over with now, and the Jets JV defeats the Omaha Junior Lancers Junior Varsity by a score of 4-3. We'll be back with varsity action momentarily. You're listening to the Omaha Hockey Network.